Welcome to Div Tech 101, aka Black Mantle. So I discuss information technology, also known as IT, and welcome to the portion of the channel, Tech Unfiltered, where I discuss information technology and how it is shaping the world that we live in today. And so today we're going to be talking about something real and something that I've been watching for years. And pretty much, if you've been paying attention to different episodes on the channel, we talk about everything from cybersecurity to artificial intelligence and things of that nature. But problem solving is most definitely dying in the tech space. And today I want to get into a little bit of that just to kind of see where we are and what we're most likely going to. Now, the reality is, it's not because that people are incapable of actually doing the job and not necessarily having all the training that they need, but because technology has made everything so easy and convenient that a lot of times people want to make it go so much the easier way rather than learning the hard way and how to solve problems. For example, let me just give you one here. I remember coming up and being in some Cisco CCNA classes and having to physically set up a lab within the classroom allowed us to get our hands dirty, allowed us to try to configure the routers and the switches and stuff like that, and patch panels and all that. But now you have different coursework that you can take online. Don't necessarily have to physically connect the switch because why? Everything is in a cloud platform, whether it be Google, GCP, whether it be AWS or Microsoft Azure, which I talk about a lot as well as those big three or big two or three there. Now, we are in a new DIY era right now, and nobody wants to do it themselves anymore. They want it done for them. They want it done right then and there. They don't want to wait for anything. And that's a very big problem that we have. But the convenience has really killed a lot of the curiosity because this is the time where, right, there was a time when something broke, you had to fix it by any means necessary. We didn't have the Google, we didn't have the Chat GPT, we didn't have any AI whatsoever, but you open it, you looked at it, you figured it out, such as if you're going to be fixing a computer, if the RAM or something was bad, you can open it up, replace the RAM. If the power supply went out, you can take the screws out the back, push the power supply out. If you had another station, you can Frankenstein the station and put it into there. Or if something happens to your motherboard, you can disconnect every component that's on there and replace it. Or if your processor was bad, you'll know how to twist and turn it and use the thermal glue to put it, or thermal paste to put it back on there and make sure it was turned right and stuff like that. But we don't have this kind of thing no more when people like to take things apart because computers are getting thinner. The RAM in the computer is getting much more like USB drives in the sense because they're so small right now. But something breaks, and the first instinct is, let me Google it, let me Chat GPT it, let me call someone else to help me fix this problem. And that is an issue. You have people, you have technicians who are coming into the tech space. They go out and get an A+ certification, and all of a sudden they get a computer that breaks in front of them, and they can't even rub their hands together to even solve the problem. If you really want to see this, try having a new person not use their phone when they service a computer and see how far that they go with it. As I always said, I don't care if you're a software developer, if you're into product development, if you are into data science, if you're into network and system administration or cybersecurity, you need to learn how to break a computer down bit by bit, piece by piece, and put it back together. Because it doesn't make sense that if you're going to be an IT person, you should always know how to service a workstation on a basic level. So, what does that mean? That means go out for an entry level job and get you a help desk job. You need to smell a couple of bad keyboards. You need to touch a couple of dirty mouses that are out there connected to these. You need to know how to install monitors and docking stations, screens, and stuff like that. You absolutely need that. And now nobody is trying it anymore. But technology made life easier, but it also made people weaker as well. So those old DIY skills, they are built. The new DIY skills out there builds dependence on other platforms in order for you to go through your day and actually solve a problem. And that is where we're at right now. You had to think, you had to test, you had to troubleshoot, you had to do documentation and notes to make sure that you wrote it down for the next person behind you to be able to fix the problems that are going on there. But this new DIY thing, as I said, you're finding the easiest shortcut as opposed to using the old way and just figuring it out. So here's the reality. Today's culture, DIY means a technician can watch a 2-minute YouTube video, or they can copy instructions from AI and post it. But copying the instructions is not problem solving. You're basically regurgitating information that somebody else poured into AI. When I go out and solve technical problems, I have been in facilities that have been huge. And at the drop of a dime, if somebody calls you, you need to get up, get off your behind, and you got to go and fix it. You got to go and talk to people. And people skills is very, very much more important. And thank goodness I had those skills. I still have those skills. The skills to be able to get my message out, break it down to the end user of what's going on, go and solve the problem, then tell them what actually happened and how to solve it the next time around, then move on to the next issue that's at hand. But if AI disappeared, when AI disappears, what's going to happen is most people wouldn't know how to do anything without being told how to do it step by step. So you're going to see a lot of entry level people losing jobs. And the thing is, people are demanding a higher pay. They want these high paid tech jobs, but they can't do their job if ChatGPT wasn't on their phone. But problem solving matters more than ever, and people miss a couple of things. And I definitely want to make sure we hit these two. Technology is getting smarter, and human beings, they say, have to get smarter too. But how do you get to that point? Well, you find a skill set that you like. You find something that you really, really love and you're very, very passionate about in the tech space, and you learn it. Creativity cannot be automated. This is a behavior that you're going to have to take on to yourself in terms of critical thinking and real world troubleshooting. And companies hire thinkers, not followers. You'll know when the truth hits the fan when something big, a virus hits the company, or there's a new project that's coming up. People hide behind those prompts because AI gives them the answers. And it can give you answers all it won't, but it don't give you the understanding. It doesn't mean that you understand it just because you randomly took it and posted it there. But if you ever try or never try, you will never grow. You will never struggle. You will never learn the information behind it because it is so critical. Problem solving isn't dead. It's out there. Like I can feel it. It's out there in some people. It's in people's nature. When IT is truly in your heart and it's your passion, you are going to move a different way than what you ever have. And people just stop practicing overall. But don't let the technology take away your ability to be able to figure things out, because what happens is people get so used to the shortcuts, they start to run out of those and replace those shortcuts. You don't want to replace those shortcuts with growth. You don't want to let that convenience erase your curiosity that is out there. And that's most definitely something that you need to take a look at. But because we're in this world of artificial intelligence and automation and all this going on, the people who actually think like for themselves, they are the ones who will always win every single time. Once again, people on the channel here, Tech Unfiltered, being able to bring these topics to you, I absolutely enjoy talking about them and everything. But before I leave, I want to make sure you do answer this particular question here. Do you still try to fix things yourself, Or do you immediately look up for the easy answer? Let me know in the comments below so that we can definitely get a very, very good decision and get a good conversation starting. Look forward to talking with you soon. Stay sharp, stay secure, subscribe for more tech with purpose only on Div Tech 101.